Hi, it's Dan Brown here, Senior Service Consultant of MGE Management Experts. And we've got Dr. Rich Richmond from New York, and he attended the New Patient Workshop. So, Dr. Richmond, thanks for spending the time here and doing this testimonial.
It's my pleasure, Dan.
Yeah, great. Good. Doctor, you attended the New Patient Workshop. You've experienced the MGE marketing system. You've been working with me. What I'd be curious of is maybe tell a little bit about where you're from, what your challenges were, what things were
Mhm.
like before, and what things are like now.
Excellent, excellent. So I got a mailer in the mail from MGE saying that there's a new patient workshop. Please come and attend, and we'll teach you how to do some marketing and talk about hiring and helping you grow your practice. Little history, my practice at that time was 20 years old. I felt like I was in a position where I felt like I needed some help in the new way of thinking in dentistry and how to market my practice. So one of the big things that MGE helped me with was talking about marketing and getting new patients and just helping me get through tough times dealing with staff.
Fantastic. Okay. Okay. Good. And we've become friends. We've spent time together. Um, tell first of all, you're not being paid to do this. Can you confirm
Nope,
that?
absolutely not a dollar is being paid to me from this.
Okay, great. So, what do you think other doctors should know about the MGE marketing system and Dan Brown, the marketing guy?
Absolutely. So MGE taught us how, at least taught me how to manage my time, manage my staff, knowing really what problems you really need to address on urgency and other problems that you just say, what's for lunch and move on.
Fantastic. Good. And before, I think if I remember correctly, you were battling to have time with your family and really working to spend quality time away from the office.
Mhm.
Um, and since that time, we've had COVID, and you're what, about 20 minutes outside of major city
20 to
of New York
20 to
City,
30
correct?
minutes, yeah, out of New York City.
So you were in a situation, if I remember correct, um, you're in a very competitive field. You're a very competitive area, working long hours, definitely clinically sound. But tell me a little bit about what it's like now.
Mhm. There's been some changes in terms of how we need to manage our practice and deal with extra time. But in terms of how we practice dentistry has always been this, the standard of care has always been to make sure that we have the sterile, most clean environment we can. So in terms of changes in that way, we really haven't changed much. We're adding additional mopping of the floors, and we added some filtration systems in the office, but that really hasn't changed our way of practice. We still practice dentistry the same way I practiced 25 years ago. um,
Great.
um, but MG has really helped me just deal with things that would probably, initially send me to the moon, and now it's just like, okay, it's okay. It's time to move on.
Great. Tell me a little bit about not only having survived through COVID when a number of other practices have shut down, but you mentioned to me the number of days you're spending in the practice. Tell me a little bit about the before and the
Sure,
after on that.
sure, sure. So um, I figured out basically just listening to what other MGE clients were saying about how they manage their practice and how they deal with cancellations and how they deal with staff, and hearing from yourself and Dr. Winteregg and Marcus, all just understanding how to run your business, and you take little bits and pieces from it. And I said, I feel like when I go to my practice, I was working anywhere between 5 to 6 days a week. And on those 5 to 6 days a week, I would say to you that probably 25 hours were doing dentistry, and the other, let's say 14 hours or 10 hours were just mismanaged and poorly um, in the office. I was maybe, paying bills or dealing with staff issues. And I figured that this isn't going to work for me moving forward. So I cut my hours. I managed my staff. My office is still open, but I'm only working 2 days a week and making the same amount of money as I would be working 5 days a week or 6.
Wow, that's really quite incredible. And tell me how that's impacted your life, ability to
Oh,
spend
it's
time with your
great.
family, et cetera.
Great question. So in terms of, I have 3 children. They're all in elementary school. So I was able to pick them up from school, on days off, take them to lunch, or, do errands with them, and, spend time with them, which has really been a benefit. And I can't thank enough for MGE giving me the tools to do those things. And additional to that, the 2 days now working, managing and being able to take more than a 2-week vacation, so being able to walk away from the office for a few additional weeks a year, which is, something that's beneficial. So I normally took a week off, and, during the spring, and I took a week off during the winter. Now we're taking off 4 weeks, and we're spreading them out over time on top of just working the 2 days.
It's fantastic. Really, really well done. And time well spent, right? Time you'd never
100%.
get back otherwise.
Quality time, it's crucial to being able to spend time with your family, because, once they reach a certain age, they don't want to know from their parents. They want to just play with their friends. So at least now I can say that I got to spend a lot of quality time with my kids.
It's great. And, I love our relationship. You send me photos of you, snowmobiling or whatever in your new boat and your new Tesla, and, what's next on the agenda? Where are you guys going next?
We took a winter home for the winter, keep the kids busy, where we're going to take them and teach them how to ski and snowboard. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, doctor, I appreciate the time. If there was one thing that you'd want to say from your heart to other dentists who have been maybe in your same spot prior to MGE, what would be the thing you'd want to tell them? If, they're sitting on the fence, who is this MGE company? Who is this Dan Brown guy?
100%. So if you're contemplating about it, it's quality of life. So one, you want to work less, you want to work smarter, and you want to take more vacation, then MGE is a place for you to go. If you want to continue to work in the cycle that you're working in 6 days a week, dealing with staff problems and insurance, and dealing with patients that are disrespectful to you in your practice, then don't. But otherwise, if you want to head in the direction of quality of life and doing things so you can enjoy yourself and enjoy what you enjoy doing most. I enjoy doing dentistry tremendously, but I also enjoy spending time with my family. And I think and if you're the workaholic and you want to continue to work, maybe you open an additional practice. So you're working in 2 practices instead of just, running one and being inefficient. Be as efficient as you can in the one practice, and then open another one. And then you could spend those other 2 days a week or 3 days a week in that other office and let that one grow too.
Excellent. And doctor, I would like to ask you one more question. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Do you have a couple minutes?
Absolutely. I have plenty of time for you, Dan.
So thank you. I really do appreciate that. The question I want to ask you is, you had mentioned something about how you're actually now getting the kind of patients that you want and servicing the kind of patients you want. How has MGE assisted in that regard? I kind of got the impression that earlier you were just dealing with whatever patient you get and their insurance plans, and now you seem a bit more selective. Can you maybe touch on that point?
Sure. So quality of care is important, and your time is important. So if you're really, if you've established your name, and you have a good reputation, and you don't want to work for 5 cents on the dollar, then, be selective about the patients that you want to see. That is going to also manage your time. So in terms of, figuring out what quality of patients you want to take, there are certain patients. Hang on 1 second. This is a problem we have to deal with. Come on over here.
This is a great problem.
Okay, we'll go deal with Walker in 2 seconds. I'm just going to say goodbye to Dan. So these are the problems you want to deal with. These are family problems, not staff problems. So once again, you'd be silly not to, take that seminar and learn from MGE and then grow from there, because I can't thank them enough for what they've done for me and made my life so much better. And thank you, Dan Brown, for all your help and always being there when I need you for the simple
Fantastic.
stuff and the big
Doctor,
stuff.
thank you for the time. I really appreciate that. And it's been a pleasure working with you and helping you. And I really appreciate, hi. I really appreciate you taking time out of your family life to share your successes and go enjoy your family, Doctor.
I'll talk to you soon, Dan. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. And for you watching this, you deserve the same success. At the MGE New Patient Workshop, I'm going to show you a system to get your practice seeing more high-quality new patients right away. As a matter of fact, the average attendee sees a sustained 42% increase in new patients. We've helped your colleagues to generate millions of new patients and over $750 million in additional revenue just since we've done this workshop. And you might say, well, what does that mean to me? Well, I can tell you this. If you're seeing about 30 new patients per month, that's going to be 12 more new patients for you every single month. That's 150 more new patients every year. And we'd really like to help you with that. So sign up today. Go ahead and click the link below to find out more. I look forward to meeting you there.